Welcome to Celebrity Inside. The day of Queen Elizabeth's death was chaotic, to mention the least. To the remainder of the world, everything perceived to be happening therefore fast. Before we continue, please support us by clicking on the subscription button and turn on the notification bell for more updates. When weeks of speculation close her declining health, Kensington Palace discharged a somewhat cryptic statement surrounding her ill health, and relations rushed to Scotland to say their final goodbyes. However, somewhere within the mixture of things, there was confusion on who precisely was invited to Balmoral with the family, with Harry and Meghan team saying that Meghan would be connection her husband in Scotland. Then, shortly after, another announcement was created that she would keep behind in London. Many of us puzzled what precisely happened on that day between Harry associate and nursing his family. In step with a brand new report, Charles did after all cause an argument along with his son that had some pretty severe repercussions. Royal commentator Cameron Walker told the Daily Specific Royal Roundup that it absolutely was King Charles who told Harry that Meghan wasn't invited to Balmoral, which had caused an argument amongst members of the family. Additionally, the move and therefore the fallout from it resulted during a heap of drama. That drama light-emitting diode to delays in flights that had been hired to Scotland by members of the family and ultimately resulted in folks not having the ability to create it in time to mention good day to the Queen. We pointed out that solely blue blood Harry was aiming to be motion up to Balmoral with blue blood William and therefore the Earl and Lady of Wessex and blue blood St. Andrew as well, Walker said. There were legion queries on why that was. From reports, it points to the actual fact that currently King Charles thought it absolutely was inappropriate, perhaps, for the Lady of Sussex to be there, he continued. That caused an argument and, therefore, a delay in planes taking off. Harry didn't create it in time to examine his beloved grandmother, however later discharged a sweet statement observance her Granny, whereas this final parting brings North American country nice sadness. I'm forever grateful for all of our first conferences from my earliest childhood reminiscences with you, to meeting you for the primary time as my commander-in-chief, to the first moment you met my darling woman and hugged your loved one great-grandchildren, he wrote. I care for these times shared with you and therefore the several alternative special moments in between. You're already painfully missed, not simply by us, but by the world over. And because it involves first meetings, we tend to currently honor my father in his new role as King Charles III. Before the incidents and chatting with multiple sources, it is reported precisely however everything went down. They claim that aristocrat Harry woke at Frogmore House on Thursday, September 8 along with his wife, coming up with on attending the Wellchild Awards that evening. Their arrange was to be back home by Harry's birthday on the 15th. According to the report, Harry failed to learn that his granny was unwell till mid-Thursday morning. If some members of the family had illustrious that the Queen's health had taken a worsening the night before, Harry had not received that call, they claim. No one is aware of once somebody goes to die. It one issue the royals have in common with the other family, a supply said. The Queen definitely was gravely ill, yes, however they didn't knowledge long she had left. Knowing how seriously to require it's tricky. Once they accomplished the Queen was on her deathbed, the then Prince Charles telephoned each his sons to raise them to come. There was no distinction in those calls, one source insisted, denying reports that aristocrat William was told some time before Harry. This could be a father and his much-loved sons. The Duke of Cambridge, one amongst the Queen Councillors of State, and his wife Kate Middleton, said that she would stick with their kids because it was their first day of school. Because the Queen children traveled to be by her side, the palace created the announcement at 12:32 p.m. The Queen doctors are involved for Her Majesty's health and have suggested she stay beneath medical supervision. The Queen remains comfy and at Balmoral. Simply before 2 o'clock, it appeared that Meghan would be connection Harry at Balmoral. The Duke and Peeress of Sussex are going to be travelling to Scotland, their voice said. In step with a source, Meghan was coming up with on flying with Harry for support. However, once Harry spoke to his father, he was told that his mate wasn't going. It was simply a mistake, same a source. This wasn't concerning inflicting or taking offense, it had been merely the protocol, and that they the Sussexes were perpetually aiming to respect that. Added another, the lie of the land was created clear. Harry flew on a non-public jet with hopes of constructing it to his granny on time, whereas Meghan stayed at Frogmore. The Prime Minister was wise too that the Queen had died at 4:30 p.m. It had been proclaimed to the public at 6:30 p.m. In step with sources, solely Charles and Anne made it in time to say word of farewell to their mother.